Yeah, greetings viewers and subscribers. You're welcome back again. Nigerians, especially those of you who are ethnic jingoist, those of you who are Igbophobic in nature, especially because of your tie with political class that have deceived you over the years. You no go like this video, but we must show am. Coming from one honest man in Yoruba land. I call him Farotimi.
Nigeria has an Igbo problem. Keep that in mind. We'll get there. But Nigeria has excluded in the Igbo. You also find that the land of the Igbos have become militarized. I have traveled extensively in Igbo land. As a young lawyer, I used to be the one that will handle the cases for my law offices in the eastern part of Nigeria. It used to be that the youngest lawyer in a law office would do the grunt work. So I used to be the one that would go to the east to handle cases for my office. And I traveled there. But more importantly, in recent times, I've had occasion to visit the east. I was a guest of the NBA Oka this year to deliver a lecture at their law week. And I traveled to Enugu from Oka. And one of the things I saw very quickly was the acute militarization of the space. Multiple military checkpoints everywhere, and a culture of the people learning to fear the security operatives, from the drivers to the people who are casually walking by, having to raise their hands even as they walk by. The systematic dehumanization and the citizens, I don't even know what to call it. When you remove, we'll get there. The important thing is that the Igbo person in his homeland is not treated with dignity, with respect, or with the protection due to a citizen under the law. But one of the things that has been battered by all of this is the resilience of Ndi Igbo. I was speaking with a friend sometime after the last election, the 2023 election. And he said to me, if one I like, shut us out of government. When you thief all the money finish, you bring it to the market and we'll be waiting for you. You want to buy food, Ndi Igbo is waiting. You want to buy building material, Ndi Igbo is waiting in the market for you. You want to buy anything you are buying in Nigeria, from electronics to building material to cars, anything, food, Ndi Igbo is waiting for you. This was the message he passed to me. And this is a message against which you can have no argument. Excluded from opportunities within the governance system, Ndi Igbo has built viable alternatives, created wealth, immense wealth, amongst his young men and women. The spirit of exclusion has battered the spirit of independence.
And that is the truth, irrespective of the fact that the man is exposing the strength of Ndi Igbo in Nigeria, and why, no matter how bad the jungle is in Nigeria, an average Igbo man no go shop grass. It is tired around. What you just heard. Yes. That is why Buhari came with all the hardship. Igbos no feel am. That is why all part of Nigeria was protesting. They were all protesting over Tinubu hardship. You know, see what happened for East or Igbos joining anywhere in Nigeria to protest hardship. This is the reason. You get the point? Because the war of attrition, that Biafra genocidal war, the only thing it made Igbo, it came with a lot of devastation against Ndi Igbo. It came with a lot of bad things and setback against Ndi Igbo. It even made Ndi Igbo naturally to be driven by self-survival at all cost. But the bottom line is, this made the skin of Ndi Igbo even more thick. Yes. And today, they are thriving. Yes. You excluded Ndi Igbo, even they don't want to. In fact, There is nothing government is doing for an average Igbo man. They do everything for themselves. They pave roads for themselves. It's an Igbo man that will build schools for themselves. It's Igbo men that will build. You remember the airport in Imo State? It was the Igbo that contributed, not even a government that contributed money to build that airport in Imo State. Oh yes, it's true. So self-help had become part of the Igbo DNA and system. So if you think that you are doing P2B a favor or Ndi Igbo a favor to become president of Nigeria, you are still elusive, including you, an Igbo man that thinks that, oh, P2B should be Igbo president. Arrant nonsense. I'm not supporting him because he's an Igbo man. I'm only supporting him because he's credible. And Ndi Igbo generally will also do that. If you bring somebody like one persona tomorrow to run against Hope Uzodimma or Dave Omai, or even my own governor, Soludo, in the presidential election, I can bet you, myself and most of Ndi Igbo will support Kwankwaso because they believe in him more than they believe in those sellouts you call political class in Igbo land. Let me go talk. Nobody else. I don't want to distract my attention from the very thing Farotimi pointed out, because he made a very valid point, and he's saying this on behalf of his people and other ethnic nationalities that is still Igbo-centric, Igbophobia, okay, Igbophobia, and ethnicized when it comes to governance and politics. Do that at your own peril come 2027. I don't need to say too much, but I can tell you for free, no matter how bad Nigeria becomes, an Igbo man no go chop grass. I rest my case. Deal with this and have peace of mind. My name is Asistance, your advocate for good governance. Let me share this video to everyone. Bye-bye for now.